Hi, thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is going to be a very short one. I'll be speaking about something that a colleague of mine and I was speaking about 2 days ago. I remember I walk into the office and he asks me who I look up to in terms of success. That he was like, do you look up to successful people or people who failed? And instantly I said successful people. I even did that face. Of course, successful people, you know. And so then he asks me why. Then I started giving him my reasons. I was like, if I was going to do something, say for example, if I was going to start investing heavily, I'm gonna start reading books by Warren Buffett because he has he's found a way that works. Okay, so instead of reinventing the wheel, I'm gonna save myself the time, the resources, and the energy, and just go to ways that already we know that work. And then as I'm explaining this, in my head I'm like, but we also need to know from people who failed, because we need to know what they did so that we avoid doing those things. You know, we need to know where they went wrong so that we either improve on that or avoid them completely. And so then he goes ahead and tells me a story, and this is where the survivorship bias came in. You know, he told me a story that I've never heard of before, a story about World War II, the American planes in World War II. You know, when they sent their planes to war, they came back and they realized, I'm probably showing you a picture right now, please don't laugh at my drawing. So when they went to war, they came back with bullet holes that, as you can see, the bullet holes were on the wings, or also in the body, and also on the tail area. And so when they were improving this, they decided to put an armor. So the problem was where to put this armor. Okay, and then most people, you'd think that you want to put them on the tails and where the bullet holes were. But think about it. You know, if your plane goes out and comes back with these bullet holes, that only tells you that these are the areas where the plane can be shot and still come back fine. I mean, the occupants of the plane still come back fine. And so this guy, Abraham Wald, he also a statistician. That word gives me so much problem. So he realized the mistake that they were doing. You know, they were not looking at the planes that didn't make it, because you know, this is the area, when you protect these areas, the ones that they were trying to protect, it's just protecting the plane. You know, that they needed to go back and find out where the planes that didn't make it were shot at. You know, this is where you really want to put the armor. Okay, so then, as I said, as I started, this is also what we do with success. Yeah, we only look at the successful people. Most of the time, these people are probably 2% or 5%. You know, we don't look at what the rest of the 95% do, so that we improve on the areas that they failed, or the area that they slacked. You know, and I'll give an example. I'll also give an example with to do with investment. Say you're looking to invest in a fund. Okay, first of all, you want to know the history of this fund in order to be able to focus. All right, and so most of the time we realize that we go for those that are doing very well. We forget to look at those that failed. You know, and there's so much information you can get from the ones that really failed, because once you know that where these funds went wrong, you can sort of like compare these ones and the ones that you're currently looking into, and see if there's sort of some similarity or some trend that might lead them into failing in the future. Yeah, so again, only looking at only those that have passed a certain criteria or a certain selection process does not give the entire picture. We have to look at the whole thing, those that failed and those that didn't fail. So again, that was survivorship bias, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's one is going to be very interesting, so I hope to see you in the next video. All right, see you next time. Bye bye.